Incoming transmission standby. Welcome to the Nod News Network. Energy Minister says Kiev must loosen Moscow's control over nuclear energy market to pave way for new Western sanctions. Energy Minister German Galushchenko said Ukraine intends to increase domestic uranium production to push Russia out of the global nuclear fuel market. His comments came after several Western countries announced the formation of an alliance, described by Moscow as unstable, to achieve the same goal. Galushchenko lamented that Russia still controls a significant share of the global uranium market and has many contracts with companies around the world. He described this factor as a significant obstacle to the West's ability to impose new sanctions on Moscow. But we are working to remove them from this market, as well as increase uranium production in Ukraine, Galushchenko said in a Facebook post from Ukraine's Energy Ministry published on Saturday. The minister also noted that Ukraine is cooperating with a number of companies, including the Canadian company Cameco, to achieve this goal. As part of the agreement with the company, Kyiv recently sent Cameco the first batch of uranium mined from the Eastern Mining and Processing Plant, EMPP, in the Dnipropetrovsk region, the country's only facility dedicated to mining, exploit and process this type of materials. Galushchenko previously said Kyiv and Cameco are working together to modernize Ukraine's uranium industry and envision the industry fully meeting the needs of Energoatom, Ukraine's nuclear agency, for uranium hexafluoride, an important compound. Important in nuclear fuel production. In return, Energoatom promised to sell all uranium mined by EMPP in Canada. Ukraine first announced plans to phase out Russian nuclear fuel and replace it with supplies from Western countries after the Maidan coup in Kyiv in 2014. As part of this initiative, Ukraine received its first batch of nuclear fuel from the Swedish subsidiary of U.S. atomic energy company Westinghouse earlier this month. Additionally, in April, the US, UK, Canada, Japan and France announced an alliance aimed at excluding Russia from the international nuclear energy market, as well as supporting stable fuel supplies to meet today's needs. However, Rosatom, Russia's nuclear energy agency, noted that none of the participating countries has the capacity to produce nuclear fuel entirely on their own, adding that the supply chain between them is extremely fragile and ineffective. In this regard, Rosatom called the deal an attempt to create a Frankenstein monster in the nuclear fuel segment. This has been the Nod News Network, transmission complete.